And Volvo and General Motors are working with Amazon to create a service that will deliver packages directly to your vehicle. Customers would use Amazon's Key app for deliveries in 37 U.S. cities. The new business stream is not only one of the most recent but most impressive inventions that combine automakers with emerging technologies. Volvo is also reportedly in talks with Amazon to be able to offer customers with a package return service, which would involve customers placing packages in the trunks of their cars for pickup. And here to discuss is about the best person one could imagine, none other than the car coach, Lauren Fix, who joins us from our New York studio. Lauren, thank you as always for being with us. This is really something. I imagine that rather than having a package sitting on your front doorstep out where somebody could steal it, folks might feel a lot better having the package delivered to their vehicles. It seems like a pretty innovative deal. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think there's good and bad to that. I mean, if you've ever had a package stolen off your doorstep, which I have not, thank goodness, you can be very, it's very intrusive. So initially Amazon had this Key program where they could actually get in your house and put the parcel inside the door. The problem is people that have animals, they could get out, whether they be birds, cats, or dogs. And that created some concern for some people, so that obviously didn't apply. So what do? What if you put it in the trunk of their vehicle? Maybe you're at work. The only problem is if you're in a locked-in area or parking garage, they can't access. It has to be in a public area. And then, of course, if you're carpooling, that could be a problem, too. So there are a few little things, or I see you put the parcel in my trunk, and as you walk away, the Amazon guy walks away, I could break your window and steal your parcel. So I think there is some negatives to it, but I think there are some very positives to those people who don't want to carry large containers of toilet paper home. So,
good point. And as bizarre as this whole thing might seem, Lauren, it isn't the only sort of newfangled service idea for an innovative business stream out there. I also read that Toyota is partnering with Pizza Hut to actually deliver pizzas in autonomous vehicles, and Ford is doing the same thing with Domino's. I mean, are we just about to see that all deliveries in autonomous vehicles? Is Grubhub going to be the next one we see?
Maybe. That may be true. I think the big thing that you're thinking about these autonomous vehicles, and everybody's going that direction, I think it's really important for all of us to take a step back. We've had a lot of hold on the programs for autonomous vehicles. When you look at some of the studies, especially recently and after the Uber death that happened in Arizona, you're seeing that 60% of people won't even ride in an autonomous car. They don't even want to be on the roads with them, where millennials are more into potentially riding in one. Still, those numbers are low. The take rate is low. And we still have the big hurdles of hacking that we have not addressed. And, of course, the attorneys, they're very excited for this to get on the road because they know they're going to be making a lot of money, where the manufacturers and everyone else and the insurance companies are a little bit concerned. So I don't think we're there yet. I think we're just in the testing mode. But, hey, you want to deliver a pizza to me, it'd be kind of interesting. But you don't get a tip then, do you?
Oh, that's a good point also. Well, speaking of autonomous vehicles, Dede, the ride-hailing service in Asia that we reported on yesterday, is going into Mexico and competing with Uber and Lyft in Latin America. They're going to do self-driving service also. And they may be doing a public offering, it's reported today, 70, 80 billion with a B dollars. For those of us that don't know much about Dede, give us a little background on who they are, what they are, and what the future holds for them.
Right. Here in the U.S., you might say, get me an Uber. That seems to be like Thermos and Band-Aid and Kleenex. It's very standard conversation. But in China, the word is Didi, which translates as beep, beep. So that has become their mainstay, their big app. And as a matter of fact, Uber gave up trying to compete with them, and they own about 17.7% of Didi. And Didi is now being regulated by the Chinese government because the fact is, they don't have a yellow cab scenario like we do here in New York City. What they're using is this app service because they have high-speed trains, and when you get to your destination, you still have that last mile issue, which means you get to your train station, but I need a mile to get to a market or to my home. They're going to try and work in autonomous cars so they can pick you up at the train station. So when you purchase your ticket for the train, you'll get a notification on your phone saying, hey, your autonomous vehicle is there. They're still going to have problems with infrastructure charging, which is a huge issue, especially as they work toward going pure EV in large cities. They are producing nuclear power plants as quick as they can. They put up 8 last year, and they realize that there is an electricity shortage, the same problem that we have here in the U.S., which is going to be a holdup for any city to go all electric, or any state for that matter.
Lauren Fix, the car